Today is 12th of January and the day is, which day is today? Tuesday? Today is Tuesday, yes. And we are having literature block, okay students? And I'm going to read this reader for you, A Day in London, okay? A Day in London, page number 1. Gran came to stay. The children ran to meet her. Hooray, said Kipper. I love it when Gran comes to stay. She's good fun. Okay, who came to stay? Gran came to stay. Gran brought presents for everyone. She gave mom and dad an ornament. Okay. Kipper had some little golf clubs and Biff and Chip had a keyboard. Thanks, Gran, said everyone. Everyone got their presents and Biff and Chip had a keyboard. Mom and Dad had an ornament. Okay, who has given this? Gran. I have another surprise for you. I have another surprise for you. Who said this? Said Gran. Okay. And then what happened? She gave the children some funny. 1 minute. She gave the children some funny looking parts. What?
Show please.
Yes, Bete. Ashas, you want to say something?
Teacher, show reading book.
This one. I have shared on the group as well. All detail on the group you can see on the group as well. Okay, during lesson, baby. Teacher को interrupt नहीं करे. Okay, baby. Okay. She gave the children some funny parcels. What are they? Asked Kipper. Boomerang, said Gran. Okay. The children wanted to see how the boomerangs work. Gran took them outside. She threw a boomerang and it whisked through the air. As you can see in page number 4, how the boomerang works. Okay? Look out, shouted Gran. Kipper wanted to play with the golf clubs. Gran showed him what to do. She hit the ball, but she hit it too hard and it smashed a window. When they hit the ball, it smashed the window. Oh dear, said Gran. Who said this? Gran said this. Next day, Wilf, Wilma, Nadim, and Anina came to play. Biff and Chip showed them the keyboard. Gran had a good idea. Let's have a band, she said. Who said this? Gran said this. The band made a lot of noise and children had a good time. Whatever will Gran do next? Said Dad. Now Dad said, whatever the Gran do next, we will see. Whatever will Gran do next? She worse than the children, said Mom. She's worse. Like she is too naughty, like the children are doing and making noise and running and playing. Gran is also like them. Gran had promised to take the children on an outing. She said them that Nadim and Anina could go too. Okay, I will take you all to London, she said. Look after Gran, said Mum as they got into the car. Try and stop her getting into trouble. We'll do our best, said Biff, but it won't be easy. Okay? As they mum was giving the instruction to All that don't make your gran into trouble, and make her easy, and she will look after gran, and don't make trouble for gran. Okay. When they got to London, Gran parked the car, as you can see in page number 10. Now we'll take the tube, said Gran. It's the best way to get around. Yes, as in on page number 11, you can see there were lots of, yes, here. There were lots of people waiting on the platform when the train came in. Everyone rushed to get on. Now I know why it's called a tube, said Anina. Everyone gets squeezed. They went to Trafalgar Square. On top of the column was a statue of Nelson. See on page number 12, babies. I wouldn't like to be up there, said Biff. I don't like heights. Okay? There were lots of pigeons in Trafalgar Square. On page number 13, you can see lots of pigeons were there on in Trafalgar Square. Gran brought some nuts. Children fed the pigeons. Children ने pigeons को क्या दिए? They provided them nuts. Oh, help, said Nadim. I didn't know that pigeons were so greedy. They went to Buckingham Palace. This is where the Queen lives, said Gran. Now they went to Buckingham Palace. It's enormous, said Enina. The Queen must be busy with all those rooms to clean. A big car drove past and everyone cheered and waved. The children couldn't see who was inside the car. Perhaps it's the Queen, said Biff. Who was sitting in the car? The Queen was sitting in the car. Yes. Gran took them on a boat. They went under Tower Bridge. The children were excited because the bridge. Gran took them on a boat. They went under Tower Bridge. The children were very excited because the bridge began to open. It began to rain and wind blew. Now the rain started, the wind blew. Everyone felt cold. Never mind, said Gran. We'll think of somewhere warm to go next. Okay? They went to the waxworks. Okay, next they went to the waxworks. What is waxworks? Asked Skipper as they went inside. It has wax model of famous people, said Anina. This is the waxworks, and the model of the famous people has been made by wax. Okay? Yes. They look at the model. Don't they look funny? Said Kipper. You can tell they are model. They are not real people. Okay? Who are these people? Asked Kipper. That is Queen Victoria, said Gran, and her grandchildren. She had lot of grandchildren, said Nadim. Queen Victoria looks very fierce, said Biff. I bet she wasn't like you, Gran. Well, I wouldn't like to be a queen, said Gran. It's a hard job. They looked at a street scene. This is what London looked like a time ago, said Gran. A lot of people were very poor. Poor children didn't go to school in those days. They work hard, said Gran. That boy carrying bushes in a sweep, his job was to climb up chimneys and brush shoot down. Gran went off to look at the royal family, while the children stayed at the street scene. Do you think Gran should go off by herself? Said Biff. She can't do much harm in here, said Chip. Now Gran dropped her handbag and some money rolled among the models. Gran went to pick her bag and bent down. She knocked into the waxworks and then began to fall over. Gran picked the model up and put the hats back on. The children couldn't believe it. Gran, what are you doing? Said Biff. Look in this picture. What was Gran doing? See? See here. She took up the head from the body. Yes. Don't just stand there, said Gran. Help me pick the model up before anyone sees. Oh, Gran, said Biff, I let you out of my sight for a second and this happened. What is happening here? They picked the model up and put the hat back on. Again, they pick and keep the hat on. Back on. They look strange, said Enina. I don't think the hats are right. Because in this picture you can see these heads are changed. See? Yes, heads are changed. Can you see in this picture? Heads are changed. Page number 28. Heads are changed. Yes. A lady ran up. She was a very cross with Gran. I can't think how you knocked the models over in the first place. She said, it's never happened before. I am very sorry, said Gran, because Gran was she feel very sorry what they have did. I don't know, said Biff. I don't think they will let Gran in the waxworks again. Never mind, said Chip. Gran didn't mean to knock them over. Thank you for a great day out, said Nadem and all the kids. I like the ride on the boat best, said Kipper. Even it was cold, I like everything, said Enina. Home at last, said Gran. We can tell, Mom said, some of our adventures, but not all of them, and not the one about beheading the Queen. What they did in the Waxwork Museum, they were laughing on it and they came back to home. Okay? Did you enjoy the story?
Yes.
Yes, okay. You like the story. Okay, thank you for listening the story. I hope you